video. In today's video, we're modding this boy Trac again. It's been a while since we've done any sort of mods to it, since, you know, the transmission took a dump and then the crank sensor came unplugged and cost me $115 to get diagnosed and fixed, including gas. But this video is pertaining not to any performance or exterior mods, but to the interior. And I haven't done a lot with the interior since the push button start, actually. That was the last interior mod we did. And this is to fix a problem. It's not the headliner, which is coming soon. We have to diagnose what's leaking first, even though I'm like 99.9% sure it's my third brake light. But we have a new emblem for the steering wheel because my steering wheel is cracking and chipping the paint off. And I picked this up for $9 on eBay. And I think it was probably one of the coolest things I picked up for the interior so far. A lot of you guys know my center console swap has a carbon wrap on it. And now we're going to be adding to the steering wheel with that, with this. This is from KLM Enterprises on eBay. I got it for $9. It's a black carbon fiber base with a blue carbon fiber here. And there's the instructions on cleaning the emblem with the rubbing alcohol and putting it on the decal, putting the decal on, all that crap. And you'll notice we have acetone here. And why do we have acetone there? Because again, my steering wheel still is paint. The paint's bad. I don't want to put it on there. The paint chip underneath and the emblem peel off. So just to be safe, we're gonna take the Nate Rider approach and tear this apart. I got Q-tips to help keep things a little bit more controlled. Nate Rider just dumped it in a paper towel and went to town. I'm gonna try to do things a little bit more controlled. It's gonna be a lot more time consuming, but it is gonna come out a bit cleaner and to keep it from getting on the actual steering wheel and bleaching my steering wheel. So I'm gonna get some paper towels to dry it up before we actually put the emblem on. And we'll hop out inside of the truck and get started. All right, everyone, so now we're outside with the truck, and I'm gonna go over exactly what I'm talking about, in case you guys are new. So this is my steering wheel emblem. The paint started chipping off about a year and a half ago, and we're gonna clean it up, put that emblem on there. That's why I have the acetone and all that crap. So I'm gonna get the tripod, which is in the back seat from when I went to Hayden's over the weekend. And we'll go ahead, hop in the passenger seat and time lapse this whole deal of me cleaning it. I'll come back to you guys when it is completely cleaned up, and then we'll get to work on installing the emblem. Alright guys, so here's the result of our acetone and some picking at the paint. It's all gone now for the most part. There's a couple little edges here that aren't going to be visible underneath the logo. So I'm going to go back inside, get a couple more Q-tips and some rubbing alcohol just to clean this up and get it ready to rock for paint, because that just looks trashy and gross and I really don't know how that's going to stick. So I'm going to go ahead and go get some rubbing alcohol and get it ready to go. We're going to clean it up and clean the around the emblem, and yeah, we'll get right to installing it. Well guys, here's the finished product, and man, that looks great. So everything worked out great. I had to hit it with the rubbing alcohol and did the best I could to clean it up. There's a couple little edges and stuff like right there. If you look really close, you can see the silver underneath, but I think it's just a little bit. It's, yeah, the vinyl is not as, I don't think it's as long on that side, but I don't know. Either way, it looks great. This is pretty much, just to give you guys some background on the design, it is a black carbon fiber underneath and a blue carbon fiber layer. So this is a dual layered decal, and it is made actually with Michael's favorite vinyl. I don't know if he still watches the videos, but Vivid. And Michael loves Vivid. He says they're probably one of the best vinyl companies, so I was glad to see that whenever I unpacked this thing, or when I got home today. But I gotta say, that looks great. I'm so happy with how that turned out. And I have something to match the center console a little bit, even though that's not Vivid Carbon. This is Vivid Carbon, but yes, it looks great. It goes well with the truck. It just doesn't match this anymore. So I think eventually I do want to get the cover taken off and then get the wheel embroidered. Custom, probably. I don't know, it's something I want to try to do. I don't remember how to sew very well, but I can give it a shot. But anyway, that's what I wanted to do this video on today, just to show you guys I cleaned up my interior just a touch. It's nothing too crazy yet. So what's to come? Right now I'm currently saving up to replace my head units, my MEX N5100 BT. Works fine and all, but I wanted the double din from the start, and the only reason I got this was before people start going after me like, why didn't you buy the touchscreen in the first place? Well, one, at the time, the model I wanted wasn't for sale, and plus my stock radio pretty much hardly worked. It had 3 of the presets didn't work. The most of the radio didn't work. The CD tray worked great, which is fun. The knob, the volume knob on this factory radio had a mind of its own. I turned up sometimes and it turned down. So yeah, that's kind of that. That's not why I'm replacing this one. This one I just really want to double in. I'm currently looking at a couple. There's an Alpine I'm looking at that's out of stock right now. A Sony. There's a couple of Sonys. You guys know I love Sony. My dad kind of brought me up on that lifestyle of Sony is the only good radio or audio brand. But there's the XAV1000, which is cheaper, and then there's the XAV100, which is a little bit more expensive but better quality. It's what Josh had on his Supercharged Gen 1, and it is quite a good radio from what I've seen. Of course, the main thing I want is customizable splash screen. I think as long as it has Apple CarPlay and it's a double-din touchscreen with a reverse camera input, I'll be fine with it. But the Sony doesn't offer that without some work, so that's the plan. At least if I get the Sony, it'll be the 100 because the 100 is easier to do that with than the 1000. Or I'll just get the Alpine or a Kenwood that I also looked at was a little bit more expensive. I don't know yet. I'm still working on saving. So if you have any good double din or radio suggestions, leave them in the comments below and some good radios I should look at. Pretty much, my dad told me to look specifically at Alpine, Kenwood, and Sony. I haven't really heard about Soundstream or Boss or anything like that. So again, just let me know if you guys have any good suggestions to go with. And yeah, so that'll wrap up this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys later. Take care, everyone.